Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Cam Fats, coming at you on behalf of epicconversions.com and the Epic Conversions Insiders Club. And I am sorry, I apologize. I am late tonight. I'm about 15 minutes late to our call tonight, guys. It is that time. It is that time of the month again. First Thursday of the month, 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. First Thursday every month. Insiders Club. We do a group coaching call. I am running late tonight, guys. I'm about 15 minutes late. I don't know what happened. My computer crapped out on me. I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to spread conspiracy theories here, but I'm just saying, like, why is it? It seems like every time Windows puts out a new version, like the old version mysteriously starts working less and less well, right? I remember I had Windows XP, and when they put out Windows 10, it was like it just started working less and less well, as things went on, just less and less well. And now here we go. We got Windows 11, and now Windows 10 is working less and less well. It's amazing. It's almost like planned obsolescence or something. Anyways, who knows? But I have found that to be the case. So I'm sure that things will continue to work less and less well, and I will have to eventually just update to Windows 11 if I want things to keep on working right. Now, I know all you Apple users out there are going to say that's why you got to get a Mac. And I get you, but here's what I'll say about Apple. I mean, it's first of all, it's ridiculously priced in my opinion. I think it's just overpriced. That's my opinion, though. Some people feel like they're very quality, very reliable, and I can respect that. So it's different strokes for different folks. I think another big thing is I'm used to Windows. I grew up using Windows, and I'm just used to it. So I think that's kind of probably the bigger thing that keeps me around for that. So, anyways, yeah. So look, we got a lot to talk about tonight, guys. I think what we're gonna do is I want to focus on kind of giving you guys a recap on this launch that I just had, and I want to kind of like talk to you guys about this idea of a good offer, because you know a good offer is so like important if you want to sell something online. And I don't care what you're trying to sell. It doesn't have to be a Warrior Plus offer. It could be anything, right? But the offer has to be good. It has to be a good offer. And there's several ways that you can use to figure out if you have a good offer or not. And I want to talk about that a little bit tonight. I want to speak on that a little bit. I'm uniquely qualified to help you guys figure out how to come up with decent offers. So, anyways, let me pull up some numbers for you guys, and we'll do a recap on my launch. I just wrapped my launch up on the 31st of May, so just a couple days ago. So we'll do a recap on that, and I'll get it. We're gonna get deep into it tonight, guys, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. We're gonna go over the numbers. I'm gonna show you exactly what happened during this 4-day launch, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think: the pros, the cons, the pluses, the negatives. I'm going to tell you any questions you guys have about this launch. You can ask me about it. Anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask. Okay. So let me go ahead and I'm going to get this stuff pulled up. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so here we are, 14-day quick list building challenge. And we see this did 623 sales. We had 385 sales on the front end. We had 51 sales at OTO1 spot. And then we had sales at the other several spots. We see every single thing in the funnel did convert. So that's good. We see the OTO1. Added not quite 50%, not quite doubled our revenue stream, but a decent amount. We see that the funnel altogether made up more than the front end, which is fantastic. And it was almost 7,000 in revenue, so this is good. 623 units is great. It's great. This launch exceeded expectations. Let's get into the product launch profile for 14-day quick list building challenge, and I'll get a little deeper into the woods on this one with you guys. Okay, so this is a 14 email newsletter, you guys. It ran from 5/28 to 5/31, so it was a 4-day launch. It was $5.99 during those 4 days. All right. And then at the end of the 4 days, at midnight on the fourth day, midnight Eastern time, I took it up to $14.99. 607 units were sold during that 4-day period. Look, it's 623 now because other people have bought in it after the 4 days. That's what happens when you only take it to $14.99, guys. $5.99 is a fantastic deal, and $14.99 more than doubles that price, right? So there is incentive to get it at the $5.99 price. It does add an element of scarcity. However, if you don't get it at the $5.99 price, it's not like all bets are off. It's not the end of the world, right? People can still afford the $14.99 price, right? So they do. So anyways, in fact, I took this screenshot like post launch, the day after the launch. So some of these sales actually came in after the 4-day period. So just so you know, but yeah, several people picked it up at $14.99 so far. But anyways, so we see here Lost Affiliate Secrets was our bump, and only 3 people bought it, right? So not such a great effective bump. Not such a great effective bump. We see Lost Affiliate Secrets was my last launch. We see it sold 370 units, right? So, but it wasn't quite as successful. We see Free Traffic Resources at 624 units here, and we see it's just like one of those things, man. It's one of those things when we talk about why Free Traffic Resources. So I've put out 4 products this year, okay? And I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I want to go through the product launch profile. But when you think about these 4 launches that I put out this year, why did Free Traffic Resources and 14-day quick list building challenge perform twice as well as Podcasting for Fun and Profit and Lost Affiliate Secrets? They were all PLR email series. They were all PLR newsletters. Why do these 2 perform better than these other 2? Now, I will tell you that conversion rates on all 4 of these products were really well during the launch period. But overall, 2 of these converted much better than the other ones. No, 2 of them didn't convert better. 2 of them just had more sales, right? Free Traffic Resources, 14-day quick list building challenge had more sales. These other 2, while they had high conversion rates during the launch, they did not have nearly as many sales during the launch. And you might say, well, why is that? If they all had high conversion rates, why did these 2 do much better than the other? Well, the reason to me has to do with affiliates, right? And don't listen, this is not a cop-out answer. This is not like, oh, affiliates wouldn't support me. The affiliates were not interested in these offers. Lost Affiliate Secrets and Podcasting for Fun and Profit was not something that appealed to as many affiliates. Okay, it just did not appeal to as many affiliates, right? The offer that you put out there, it needs to appeal to the affiliates and it needs to appeal to the customers. What appeals to the affiliates? We'll get into that. Not going to get into that right now. We'll get into that in a bit. I want to walk through this product launch profile first. But yes, the reason why 2 of these did very well and 2 of them did not do as well, they did average. They were base hits, but they weren't doubles, they weren't triples. Why did 2 do better than the other 2? It was all about the offer, okay? And we're going to talk about that tonight, okay? So anyway, so $6,541.17 in revenue generated. This launch ran no split tests, okay? The sales page hit well, and was not adjusted. I'll show you the sales page in a minute. Sales page 1 started with a conversion rate of 24%, guys. 24%. This thing was rocking on day 1. It maintained a high conversion rate. It was up to 30% by the end of day 4. I think it was even higher, man. I took a screen cap at here. I think it was even higher. I think I saw this thing at like 38% or something. It was something crazy on like day 2 or 3. It was really converting well. So, now here's the thing. All 4 of these products I put out this year, they've all converted very well. You know, when people hit the sales page is pretty effective, right? So this is Lost Affiliate Secrets. That's not the right sales page. Sorry guys, I messed up. Let's get rid of this and let's put the right sales page on here. I mean, that's fine that we have that pulled up because we can compare them, but not the right sales page. Let's go ahead and put the right sales page right there. Okay, so this is a 14-day quick list building challenge, an original 14 email newsletter on building an email list. 12,670 words with the PLR license included. This right here, it looks very, very similar to this right here. Very, very similar situation. The sales page is not much different, right? And these sales pages converted, they both converted with similar numbers. They both had good conversion rate, both of them well above 10%, all 4 days of the launch, which I'm happy with. But why did this one outperform this other one? It's because of the offer, guys. This sales page is an ugly sales page. It's a simple sales page. It's easy to deal with. Like if you're looking at the sales page, it's not too difficult to deal with. It's written very, very simply, right? A 14-day list building challenge, an original 14 email newsletter on building an email list, 12,670 words with a PLR license. So it's pretty simple to understand what's happening here. There's an audio right here. We got the yellow Post-it note. We got the Post-it note yellow in the back, and a little bit of talking about the why. Why is this product here, right? A little bit of a why right here, and then we got a little bit of a benefit right here. Then we go right into what's included, features, right? A little bit of a teaser for the emails, and boom, out. That's it, right? Very simple sales page. Not big. You don't see proof around here everywhere. You don't see income proof around here everywhere. You don't see a whole lot of testimonials around here everywhere. It's not needed, you guys. You don't need that stuff to sell. You don't need a bunch of testimonials and a bunch of income proof. You don't need to lie to people on your sales page either. That's absolutely ridiculous. What you do need to do is present a good offer, right? And we're going to talk about what that is. But yeah, so here's the sales page for 14-day quick list building challenge. It's nothing special. It's very simple. You could easily replicate this, right? This cover right here, I produced this in Canva. There's nothing special about this cover. Anybody could do it, right? So, all right, so let's move on. And we see 30% at the end of day 4. So pretty good. Snapshot of sales. This is day 1, 259, day 2, 116, day 3, 119, day 4, 130, and then these sales here that came after the launch was over. All these sales, these 22 sales were at $14.99. So pretty good. So I like that $14.99 price point after the launch is over because it doesn't discourage people from buying. I mean, they might be a little upset they didn't get it on sale at $5.99, but they can still handle $14.99. It's not the end of the world. They still feel like they're getting a little bit of a sale, right? So it's decent, and what it does is it encourages people to continue to buy after the launch sale's over, which I love. I don't want my product to be dead after the launch. I don't want a bunch of dead inventory. I want my inventory to continue to move. How do we continue to make our inventory move? We keep the prices reasonable and we present good offers, right? That's how we can keep our inventory moving. All right. So sales, affiliate sales, vendor sales breakdown. So me personally, um, guys, I did 110 units sold during the launch, and my affiliates did 497 units during the launch. Right. So this is inaccurate. I don't know why I should have updated this. So let's go 497 plus 110 equals. So we're going to go 110 divided by 607. We'll just get. Sorry, guys. My brain's not working tonight. Let me, I totally forgot what my number was. So 110 plus 497 equals, oh yeah, it's 607. All right, so that's fine. So I didn't need a notepad for that. So 110 divided by 607, so it's 18%, right? So we got 18.12% of all sales. All right, that's fantastic compared to Lost Affiliate Secrets, where I had like 64% of all sales. Right. What this means is if all the sales are coming from my affiliates, that means I'm putting more people on my email list. Right. Because when all the sales are coming from me, those are people who are already on my email list. Right. I might make more money, but I'm definitely not going to build my list. I'm not building my list. And let me tell you, when you're doing $5.99 launches, it's all about building your list. Okay, so this is really good. I am glad if I can keep this under 20%, then that's good. So here we go. We see the $6,541.17 in revenue. I paid out, $3,502.11 in affiliate commissions. I paid out $550.20 to PayPal fees. I paid out $332.38 in Warrior Plus fees. Those are transactional, guys. PayPal and Warrior Plus always get their take. They always get their cut no matter what. So my end profit was $2,156.48 on this launch. So this is a profitable launch. It's good. And essentially, I got 166 new buyer leads on my list, right? So I essentially got paid $2,156.48 to get new leads on my list. It's fantastic, right? It's absolutely fantastic. But one problem I do see, why do I only have 166 new buyers on my list when I had over 600 sales? Every single one of these people, minus the 110 who bought from me, and we take the 607. Well, I don't have to do it. We know I had 497 people buy through affiliates, right? Now, let's be fair. Some of those people are on my list already, and they're on affiliates lists. However, 200 of them are on affiliate list and on my list. That's a lot. I don't know if I buy it. I don't buy it enough to where, like, I think that I need to work on the list mechanism a little bit, because the way it works right now is it's solely dependent on Warrior Plus automatically putting those people on my list when they buy the product, right? And I don't like that I don't think that's a good mechanism to rely on solely. What I think that needs to happen is when someone buys my product, I need to go ahead and have them opt in. I need to have them register, so to speak, to access the product, right? I think that would be a smarter way to do it, to make sure that all those buyers get on my list, right? That's very important. And I think that's something I need to improve in future launches. Affiliates. I had 66 people sign up to promote this launch, guys. Now, look, here's the thing. We're looking at the leaderboard right now, and we see 25 of them got sales. That's pretty good, right? If I say 25, 25 divided by 66. We got 37% of my affiliates actually got sales. Almost 38% of my affiliates got sales, right? Now, the reason for this is very simple. All right. The reason for this is that I was extremely picky when it came to people signing up to be affiliates for my offer. Okay. I can tell you right now, I'll show you guys right now. I got two people wanting to sign up to be affiliates right now. Let's go look at them. I'll show you guys. So now when I take on these people right now, you see this? They got no score. That's a new affiliate, right? That's an automatic deny for me. Deny, deny. Doesn't matter what this person says in this note. They're a brand new affiliate. They got no score, right? This person says, I will be sending quality traffic to a landing page. Please approve. No thanks. Who knows what this person is going to be doing? When we look at this person right here, we see they got no picture. They've only been a member since this year. It's 2 days. They've been a member for less than a day. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. So, no thanks. Prime time for scams. Look at this guy right here. This guy, he's got at least got a picture, He's been a member since February 2021. The problem with this guy, and there's probably nothing wrong with this guy, he's probably a really good guy. He's got, Google Plus, I guess. I don't know what that is. Google. Sure, he's a good person, but the problem is this guy's been a member since February 2021. He has no sales whatsoever. Okay. And it's like, if you've been a member since for like over a year and a half, how can you not have any sales? If that's the case, you must not be very active on Warrior Plus, and that's all there is to it. The thing is, guys, and look, I tell you what, like I used to be a lot more like lenient when it comes to like approving new affiliates. Like, because to me right here, this guy in the bottom could be a potential scammer. This guy right here, he just looks like an average newbie. He might have had an account for a while, but he's just now trying to make something happen, right? And I can respect that, but at the same time, guys, there's a lot of scammy stuff going on right now when it comes to Warrior Plus. Like I've literally paid out hundreds of dollars in chargeback fees through Stripe in the last month and a half. It's getting up to almost $1,000 now. I've paid out in chargeback fees. Plus, it's not just chargeback. It's not just the chargebacks. Okay, it's the $15 fee that Stripe wants to charge you every time someone has a chargeback. So if some idiot buys every single product in your funnel and then a month later wants to do a chargeback on everything, now I get charged $15 for all 7 of those products. That's 15 times 7. Well, that might not be that big of a deal, but if it happens like 30 or 40 times in like the course of a week, well, now it starts to add up. Like I've literally spent almost $1,000 in fees for Stripe. And I believe it's just some scammers because I've done more chargebacks in the last month and a half than guys, believe me when I say I've done more chargebacks in the last month and a half than I have the entire time I've been on Warrior Plus. I mean, let me show you guys something. It's absolutely ridiculous. What's happening right now is it's out of control. It's really, really just outrageous. It really blows my mind, to be honest. It's so annoying. And I'll show you guys. This is what really annoys me too, because you know, every time someone does a chargeback, that shows up as refund on my Warrior Plus account. And like it's absolutely ridiculous. I've had more refunds in the last freaking month and a half than I've had my entire Warrior Plus career. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's all coming from this product right here and this product right here. They got hit by scammers, mostly this product right here. But trying to figure out how I can it doesn't matter. The point is you can't see it from this. You used to be able to see it right here, but you can't see it now. But this 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 situation right here is just, it's absolutely ridiculous with these scammers. Um, but I don't know why I can't see my refunds on here, but they basically like, oh, I know how. Here's what we'll do, guys. We're gonna go to offers as an affiliate, and we're gonna show my offers, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, look at this, 6% refund rate. Unbelievable, you guys. Absolutely unbelievable. 6% and 2% on these two products. It's outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous, man. Unreal. So it's really, really annoying, guys. I'm just dealing with it. It's, and the funny thing is, it's all through Stripe and it's all through a couple of affiliates. So, it's clearly a scam. These probably aren't even real buyers. Um, but it's just something you deal with sometimes. And this is the first time I've ever had to deal with it. Like, these are the only 4 products I actually have live right now. But if I showed you all my products, you would not see any of them with a 6% refund rate. None of them would have a refund rate like this. None of them. A 2% or a 6%. Especially considering, guys, these 4 products have no refunds. And it's clearly stated on the sales page. If we look at if we look at if we look at the sales page, we'll look at this one. And I'll show you guys the same refund policy that's on the last one. But we look at the refund policy. It says right here, refund policy, Epic Conversions does not give refunds on the following: non-training products that have PLR or personal use rights attached to them, i.e. a series of emails or articles. And it is highlighted right there, right? And I don't want to just put refund policy, no refunds, because the thing is, I run a company called Epic Conversions, and I do put out products that have refund rights. Like, I put out products that do have a refund sometimes. If they are training products and they're not PLR assets, but they're actually just products that people buy for training, those do have a refund policy. So I have to be careful about, what I put on my sales page. Some of them are different. If it's just training and it's not a PLR asset, I have a refund policy for that. It's not just no refunds. So that's why mine's worded a little bit longer, but it's very clear and easy to understand. Non-training products that have PLR, personal use rights attached to them, no refunds, i.e. a series of emails or articles. That's exactly what this is. It's a series of emails or articles. So it's very clearly stated on the sales page that there's no refunds on this product. So yeah, anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to get too far into that, but it's a big scam. It's really annoying. But the point is that is why I've had to really crack down on who I approve to be my affiliate. I don't just let anybody be my affiliate anymore. After that Lost Affiliate Secrets launch, and now all this scamming stuff that's been going on the last month and a half, I've had to really be careful about who I let become my affiliate, because as a product vendor, you have to be able to trust the affiliates. You got to be able to trust that they're not going to misrepresent you. You got to be able to trust that they're not just going to like go steal some credit cards on the dark web and then try to like use a VPN or something to make the purchases look like they're coming from different places or something. It's nuts. I'm not even going to get into it, but you just got to be careful with who you're going to approve on Warrior Plus. And the other thing I did, guys, besides cracking down on the well, I'll talk about that in a few minutes. I don't want to get ahead of myself. All I want to say here is yeah, I only had 66 people sign up because I only let 66 people sign up. Okay. Uh, the people who looked like the ones I just denied that you guys saw, I must have did that to hundreds of people, you guys. Over the last 4 days, I must have denied no less than, I bet you I denied over 200 people these last 4 days. It was nuts. Um, and that's just the way it had to be, man. I hated to do it. I hated to do it, but I didn't hate to do it as much as I hate paying out all these fees and chargeback fees and stuff. I can tell you that. So that's just the way it is, man. So I'm denying a lot more affiliates now is what I'm trying to tell you. Anyways, my personal campaign looked like this. 24 sales on email 1, 38 sales on email 2, 5 sales on email 3, 4 sales on email 4, or 10 sales on email 4, 5 sales on or 15 sales on email 5. This is what that looked like in numbers, right? I kind of messed up, guys. Usually my EC homepage, I got one sale here. Now that was a sale for lost affiliate secrets, like, or no, I'm sorry, that was a sale for the Insiders Club. Now that happened because someone had looked at my sales page. They had went back to my homepage, epicconversions.com, and they had bought Insiders Club through that page. So that's how that happened. But I kind of messed up because I didn't put a new icon on my homepage for this new product. So what I should have did, and I kind of just messed up and I forgot to do it. But what I should have did was on my homepage here, where it says "Welcome to Epic Conversions," I should have put another product box down here, or actually right here. But it would be a product box that just basically says 14-day quick list building challenge, right? And I'll put one on here like tomorrow probably, or tonight. But that's what should have happened. But anyway, someone who was looking at this product ended up circling back to the homepage and bought the Insiders Club because of that. So that was pretty cool. Now, what were these emails? Warrior Plus profile page. This is just somebody. This is two people who saw the product or whatever, and they circled back around to my profile page, or somehow they were on my profile page on Warrior Plus, and then they clicked on the product and bought it, right, from my Warrior Plus profile page. So that's pretty cool. Had some trickle in sales from that. But we see by far the top email was number 2. 38 sales on number 2. So what were these emails? What did they look like? I'll show you. Usually I have them connected. These are not connected right now. They're actually still connected to the wrong. They're actually connected to the wrong thing. Let me go ahead and. I was actually putting this product launch profile together tomorrow, or I'm sorry, yesterday, and like I guess I was just really tired because I see I forgot to do a couple things. Let's go ahead and make that black. All right, that's cool. Let's go ahead and pull these emails up though. So I'll show you which emails were which. Okay, so we see that email 2 had 38 units. So what was email 2? Email 2 was my hard promo. And you might think, oh, cool. So the hard promo works the best. Let's just do hard promo all the time. And I'll tell you that's a mistake. Okay, it's a mistake. You can't do hard promo every freaking day, or people are going to start unsubscribing from your list and tune out. So you got to remember, this is the second email of the day. I sent an email at 1 in the morning, then I sent this one around 3 in the afternoon. Okay, a 14-day list building challenge. So if you got my email earlier this morning, then you read me ranting about woke culture and the lesson about creating content that scares you sometimes. However, that email actually kicked off my latest newsletter release, the 14-day quick list building challenge. It's the 4th newsletter I've released this year with full PLR license. If you're keeping score, they were then the 3 newsletters, and now the 14-day quick list building challenge. Now you might say, well, Cam, why didn't you link out to these other ones? Isn't that a good opportunity to get sales on these other products? No, it's not. All right. Email marketing is like a cannon. It's not like a machine gun. You don't send people to like 50 different directions. All right. That's not what you do. Like every single link in your email should, for maximum effectiveness, it should go to one thing. Okay. All roads should lead to Rome when it comes to email marketing, and Rome is whatever you happen to be promoting. Don't try to get cute and promote like 8 things. All right. What's going to happen is you're going to get less sales on all of them. Right. The more options you give people, the less action they take. Now, this has been scientifically proven over and over again, and it's absolutely 100% true. So don't try to get cute. Figure out what you want to promote, and that's what you promote. Okay. So, and look, I've done it the other way before. Like I mean, it's like not like I haven't tried. Sometimes, and sometimes I will put links to two or three different things that I just have to do it. I have to do it. That's the way it needs to be for whatever reason. And it never goes well. It never goes very well, right? Because you get some people who go to this one, you get some people who go to that one, you get a very few people who might go to both of them, and then you get a whole bunch of people who don't do anything. What they do is they look at it and say, "Oh, this looks like an interesting email. I'll come back to this later. I don't have time to look at all this stuff right now." And they leave and they don't mess with it, right? And they forget about it. It's forgettable, right? Don't tax people with a bunch of stuff to look at, okay? All roads need to lead to Rome, and that's how you win the most. So, anyways, I plan to release 12 of these this year for a full PLR collection. But let me tell you about this 14-day quick list building challenge because it's really special. I'm talking about 14 emails, over 12,000 words of content. I'm talking about an affiliate program black book so that you know exactly what makes sense to promote this newsletter. I'm talking about an instructional video to show you exactly how to use this series. I'm talking about the extra bonuses to complement. I'm talking about a full PLR license on the email, the black book, and the instructional video. And I'm talking about all of it on sale this 4-day launch for less than $6 buckaroos. Forget about it. This deal is outrageous. Over delivering, undercharging, insanity. I have literally set this 14-day challenge up to where if you go through it and follow all the steps, you will have an email list when you're done. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So check it out. And then a PS where I'm very transparent. This is email 2 of 8 part promotional series. When I'm done, I'll put it in the extra bonuses section of this product with PLR license. Just another way of saying thank you for being a valued Epic Conversions customer. You rock. That's it. That's the email. And this one had 38 sales on it. So pretty cool. The one with the second most sales was the first email, 24 sales. Now you might wonder, well, what was that one? That email was very, very it was a very it was story-based soft promo. Very, very soft, guys. This email got 24 sales. Okay. Do you know how many links were in this thing? Let's look. Where's the first link? This is the first email. I sent it out at 1 in the morning. We see here, this is the reason this says May 27th, Friday, 4:29 p.m. The reason why is because I sent a test email out to myself so that I'd have all these emails because I wanted to package them all up and give them as a bonus. I wanted to package all these emails up and give them as a bonus for the people who bought the product. Okay. So the day before the launch, I packaged them all up and I test emailed them all to myself, packaged them all up. That's why that says that. So, anyways, this email got 24 sales. Okay. It's 8 pages long. Where's the first link to the product? It's not on page 1. It's not on page 2. Not on page 3. Not on page 4. Not on page 5. Not on page 6. Holy moly. 24 sales. And the first link to the product is way down here on page 7. How is it possible? And then another one on page 7 again. And then nothing on page 8. We got 2 links on page 7, and that's it. We got an 8-page email, almost 2,000 words, and no links to the product until page 7. This one got 24 sales. What the hell was I talking about that was so interesting? You know? How many cool things can you say about a newsletter? What the hell was I talking about? It's just a PLR package. How did I sell 24 on this one? Okay, well, let's look at the email. Woke culture, good content, and the latest newsletter. You know, I always tell people that it's never about length with good content. It's always about impact. To that, they inevitably ask some form of the question, well, Cam, how do I create impact? And I'm going to tell you one special way to do it in this email. But first, and for any of it to make sense, I need to talk to you about something else. Are you familiar with the term woke? It's a term that gets thrown around a lot today, and essentially it means alert to injustice in society, especially racism. And in 2022, I find that definition really evolving. The truth is, we should all be aware of injustice in society. We should all be against racism. I mean, come on, racism sucks. Treating other people badly because they are different from you is not cool. I'm pretty sure we all learned that in kindergarten, but the idea of woke politically correct PC culture is evolving. It's evolving to a point where, in my opinion, it's really kind of becoming a caricature of itself. For example, and then I just go on to talk about this whole thing, right? I go on to talk about it. I won't bore you guys with the details here. You guys can read these emails on your own time. This package is in the bonus section, okay? You guys have access to the 14-day quick list building challenge. If you look at extra bonuses, if you click on the link for extra bonuses, additional resources, if you click on that link, you'll find this email package waiting for you in there. And if you want to review this email, you can. But the point is, I don't even start talking about internet marketing until way down here. I'll show you when it pivots. I'm talking about woke culture. I'm talking about the politically correct social, activism that's happening right now. And I'm talking about all this stuff, right? Cliches, stereotypes. Anyways, I go on down, I go on, and I go on, and I go on. But right here we are on page 5, you guys. But I've tortured you long enough with my rant on PC and woke culture. 5 pages of PC and woke culture ranting, right? And that sold 24. Why am I talking about this, and what the heck does it have to do with creating impact with content? Well, one way that I have been able to create impact with my writing and content is by speaking about things that scare me a little bit. This email details some of my true feelings on the subject of woke culture, but at the same time, I know I have a wide variety of people who subscribe to my newsletter, and I'm not interested in offending or turning people off from what I have to say. So it's scary territory. However, if you can find that balance and articulate what you're trying to say clearly, then you can be impactful with content like this. In my opinion, it's important that when you create content, it comes from your heart. It's how you truly feel. The balance comes from recognizing that not everyone is going to feel the same way as you, and not alienating those people for feeling different, right? And in that place, the happy gray area, you can make some great impactful content. Now, as of this writing, I've just launched my latest newsletter. It's called the 14-Day Quick List Building Challenge. This one is blah, 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 blah. The end goal is this. It's a fantastic newsletter. I'll be promoting this for the next 4 days. For now, though, it's summary time. 1, if you want to create content, listen, guys, whenever you do a long email like this, it's 8 pages long. Whenever you do a long email, summarize it at the end, right? It's good to declare what you're getting ready to talk to them about at the beginning, and it's good to summarize it at the end, right? For now, though, it's summertime. 1, if you want to create content that makes an impact, talk about things that scare you a little bit. Don't just alienate your audience. They don't have to share your opinion to get something out of your content. 2, my 14-day quick list building challenge just dropped today. Be sure to grab your copy while it's on sale. That's all I got, right? P.S. If you disagree with my opinion in this email, that's totally okay. I'd love to hear your opinion. I think one of the biggest problems with society today is that we don't want to listen to people with different opinions other than our own anymore. I believe we can have a difference of opinion and still be friends, right? Guys, I did this long email. I said this at the end. I want you to know that nobody replied to me and said that I suck for having these opinions on politically correct culture. Nobody. But I did get 24 sales from this email, right? So I think it's relevant. So 24 sales from this email. Later on in the day, I hit a more direct approach on email 2. That garnered 38 sales. Then we go on and on and on, and we get some trickle-ins the rest of the day. The third highest was email 5. What was email 5? Let me pull this up. Email 5 was meant to be actionable, and it was just talking about why list building, right? Why email list building, though? You might wonder why I chose to do a newsletter on the subject of list building. I mean, it's boring, right? Too basic, right? Well, it might surprise you to know how many people have never built an email list in 2022, or how many people have tried and failed to make anything happen with email. Now, see, I like this position because I know there's a lot of people out there who haven't built an email list or haven't even tried to build an email list. I know there's a lot of people like that on my list, right? So me saying that is going to make all those people feel like, yeah, man, I'm in that club. I'm not alone. And essentially, it's going to make them feel like this product is for them. It's going to make them feel like this product is for them. By me saying, it might surprise you to know how many people have never built an email list in 2022, or how many people have tried and failed to make anything happen with email. By me starting to say things like this, I'm letting them know, hey, I made this product for you. Okay. This product's for you. Don't sleep on it. I'm in the unique position to see the up close and personal as I hear the horror stories from the people who try and the people who haven't. You might have heard interesting stats like how the global email marketing market is projected to reach $17.9 billion by 2027. You might already realize that over 64% of small businesses use email marketing to reach customers. It should be 100%. Heck, you might even know that traffic from email campaigns has an average conversion rate of 4.29%, which is higher than the average for traffic from search, direct, or even social media. But here's the problem: there are still a lot of people that don't have a solid action plan for building an email list. I'm talking about a multifaceted approach. I'm talking about a crash course through the depths of Mirkwood. That was a Lord of the Rings reference, you guys. I'm talking about a good old fashioned challenge, a simple task a day, 14 days to complete, guaranteed results when you finish. I'm talking about an asset that will give you true results. That's what the 14-day quick list building challenge is. It's flying shotgun with Maverick and Top Gun in 1986, and you're about to win big time. It's doing a ride along with Marty McFly in the DeLorean in 1985, and you're about to get back home only to find things are now exactly how you want them. That's the 14-day quick list building challenge. It's a challenge designed to get you quick results in a short amount of time, right? So this email was the third highest converting email in my campaign, and we see it's really just talking about the benefits of having an email list and why you should start trying to build one, right? And this particular newsletter is designed to help you do just that. And then down here, it talks about the best part. The best part, you get a license to the whole thing. You can rebrand it and sell it as your own. Take action now before the sale is over. So, like that part at the end, it's like, oh, wow, I'm going to learn how to do this. Hey, wait a minute. And I got the extra bonus of just being able to sell this if I want to. It's like, this is a no brainer now. I actually have the tools I need to build a list. And if it doesn't work out for me, I can always sell it to somebody else. So it's like it puts them in a no lose situation, and that's why I think it's a good email. So, anyways, it happened to come at the fifth email in the series, which was actually day 3. Um, so of course the sales aren't going to be as great as they were on day 1, because this is when people were first getting exposed to the offer. But this whole thing together builds a case, and we have more sales. Now I will say email 8. I sent email 7 and email 8 out at 1 and 3 p.m. or around those times, and I do think email 8 would have been a little bit better if I would have. I think that on that last day, email 7 should probably go out at like 3 p.m. and email 8 should go out at around 9 or 10 p.m. That's what I think. Just kind of amping up for the close. Amping up for the close. That's what I believe about that. Um, but that's how my personal email campaign went, guys. I'm not mad at it. I'm pretty good. 110 sales for me personally. I can't complain. That's a good day for me. Usually I can do between 50 and 100 sales, and so 110 sales, I exceeded my personal kind of like, you know, standard for what I'm at. So I'm not mad at it. So let me go ahead and X out of this. My thoughts, guys, on this whole situation. I'll tell you. Let me just. Oh, Big Tom in the house. What's up, man? I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking, buddy. Thanks for. Hey to you too. Sorry, man. I'm tired. Anyways, yeah. So my thoughts on this whole launch, I would say, the pros, guys. This was a good offer, right? 14-day quick list building challenge was a good offer. You know, it checks off all the boxes that a Warrior Plus customer wants. Um, you know, we think about what a Warrior Plus customer wants. Like it has a central nucleus, okay? The Warrior Plus customer, this customer wants to make money on the internet. They don't want to work very hard for it, and they want to get it fast. Show me the ways I can get it fast, easy, and like it's not going to cost me very much to get started, right? I want it fast, I want it easy, and I want it to be cheap or free after the purchase of this product. That's the holy trinity of MMO, right? That is the holy trinity of MMO. Fast, easy, cheap or free after purchase. Those are the three ingredients, man. And you're going to find that every product that does well on Warrior Plus, it has those three ingredients: fast, easy, and when I say fast, I mean results fast, right? You get results fast. It's fast, it's easy, it's cheap or free after this purchase. Well, I mean, we think about the 14-day quick list building challenge, and it only takes 14 days to do it. And the promise is you're going to have a list when you're done with this. It's guaranteed. I guarantee you, you'll have a list when you're done with this challenge, right? So that is that's a really good promise. So it's fast. It's only 14 days. It's easy because if it's only 14 days, it can't be that hard, right? It's only 2 weeks. It's a challenge, and I think that this is a little bit tricky because when you think about a 14-day quick list building challenge, well, when you say quick in the title, that it's kind of implying it's going to be easy. 14-day quick list building challenge. Oh, it's a quick list building challenge. Just a quick little challenge. Just a quick little challenge. It ain't going to take too much. It's going to be easy. It implies it's going to be easy. It's a 14-day quick list building challenge. The implication is this is not going to be very difficult. It's not going to take very long to do. It's going to be fairly easy. And it's cheap or free after purchase, right? And those things are talked about on the sales page. So it's respecting the holy trinity of MMO, right? So like, of course, that's going to be an offer that appeals not just to customers, but it's going to appeal to the affiliates because they're looking at it and they're thinking, "Ooh, I can sell this. I can sell this." So it's something they can promote. They feel good about promoting it. They know it's going to work. So all these affiliates, they know what works for their list. They know what works for the list. And I'll tell you, let me take away the mystery for you. If you're looking at affiliates on Warrior Plus, 9 out of 10 of them, what works for the list is products that can, respect the holy trinity of MMO. So now you got to ask yourself, okay, well, how do I do that and avoid the scammy products? Right. Yeah, exactly. How do you do that and avoid the scammy products? Because I don't recommend you promote scammy products. You need to have an ethical line that you follow. But the fact of the matter is there's great products out there that still respect the holy trinity of MMO. That's the key. If you understand that there's this holy trinity of MMO, and then you also understand that you want to promote in an ethical way, well, that knowledge is power, and now you know what kind of products you're looking for. You want products that can produce fast results, that aren't going to cost a lot of money after purchase, and that are going to be pretty easy to do, not too hard to do, right? Can the average person make this happen? Check. Can they make it happen fast? Check. Is it going to cost anything after they buy this? Check. See that if you can check those boxes, pretty good, right? So I think, and with this product, it checked those boxes for Holy Trinity MMO, and that's something that worked. Essentially, I was playing the hits, right? When I put out free traffic resources, I was playing the hits. People love traffic, man. It doesn't matter, traffic always wins. Everybody wants to know about traffic, right? Everybody feels like traffic is their problem. People always want to know about traffic. So if you put out a product about traffic, you're automatically going to catch people's attention. They are automatically curious. It never goes away, okay? I don't care how advanced you are in marketing. People are always looking for another traffic source. Always. It will never stop. If you put out a product about traffic, advanced marketers are going to look at it. You're going to catch affiliates' attention. You're going to catch customers' attention. So, putting out a product about traffic is playing the hits. Putting out a product about list building is playing the hits. All right. People, they're always going to want to know about list building because it's been beaten into their heads that, man, the money's in the list or the money's in the relationship with the list. Those things are true, but it's been beaten into people's heads over and over again. So, it's playing the hits is what you're doing. When you're putting out products about traffic, you're putting out products about list building, that's playing the hits, especially the Warrior Plus. So yeah, these things are important to know. Doesn't mean you always have to put out products like that, guys. It doesn't mean you always have to. I put out the podcasting newsletter. It wasn't about those things. I put out the Lost Affiliate Secrets. It wasn't about those things. Those weren't playing the hits. They were just things I think were really important that I wanted to put out for people. They're harder sells. That's just the way it is. They're harder sells. They're more challenging to sell, right? So it's like the difference between, let me do a rock and roll analogy here. It's like the difference between trying to, get someone to, pick up and appreciate Jethro Tull, like the whole album, versus getting someone to pick up and appreciate AC/DC, right? In some respects, Jethro Tull can be much more challenging to get. You could depending on your musical taste, you could input anything, right? It could be the White Stripes versus James Brown. Some people would say James Brown is a lot easier to deal with. The White Stripes are a more challenging listen, right? So there's a lot of ways you can look at it, but I think every product I put out, I feel like is vital. Like I love. There's a reason why I spent time writing the newsletters. There's a reason why I publish them and put them out. I think they matter. But I'm like freaking Metallica. Okay, I don't always want to play the hits. When Metallica put out Injustice for All, you know what people wanted? They wanted Injustice for All 2, Injustice for All 3, Injustice for All 4. Metallica turned around and put out the Black Album, right? A bunch of their fans thought they sold out. They hated it. Then a few years later, they turned around and put out Load and Reload, and people really hated it. They switched to a single kick drum, and they absolutely hated it. But Metallica was not interested in always playing the hits. They weren't interested in doing Black. They weren't interested in doing Black Album 2, 3, and 4. They weren't interested in doing Injustice for All 2, 3, and 4. They were interested in moving on and redefining themselves, and they were interested in moving in new directions. And to me, I think when you do digital publishing, I do think it's important to play the hits. You can't ignore your market. You got to play the hits sometimes. But I also think it's important to put the things out that you care about, the things that matter to you, that you think people should care about, even if they don't know about it, even if they don't care about it, even if it might be a little bit harder of a sell, it still matters. You feel like they need to know about it, so you take the time to write it and you put it out there. And that's my word on it. That's what I believe, okay? So let me share my screen with you guys. Let me share my screen with you guys. But if you just wanted to chase the bag, okay? If you're trying to publish on Warrior Plus and you just want to chase the bag, I've just laid out a blueprint for you, okay? You got to play the hits. If you want to chase the bag, play the hits. Put out products about traffic. Put out products about, building a list, right? If you're going to put out something about email marketing, it better be about automation. It better be about email marketing automation or something, because if it's not automation, then, that's not playing the hits. Email marketing isn't playing the hits. You think that would be playing the hits, but it's not. Email marketing is not playing the hits. The reason it's not playing the hits is because not everybody has an email list. 70% of the market doesn't have an email list. They're all beginners. Or some of them are just like they've been lounging around at the bottom for a long time. and they haven't been able to do anything. They're not true beginners, but they haven't moved up the ladder yet. They're still at the bottom trying to figure things out. Even though they've been hanging out down there for a long time, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't call them beginners, but they definitely don't have email lists. So when you say, hey, I got an email marketing course, they're going to be like, dude, I don't even got a list. I don't need that. So it's not playing the hits. Not everyone's going to feel like they need that. Okay. So it's one of those things where a lot of people make this mistake. They feel like they can put out a good email marketing course, but the thing about email marketing is it's not just it's a tougher sell. It's not like it's not necessary. People need to know how to do good email marketing. They need to know how to do it. But you're going to have to convince them that they need to know how to do it. How do I convince someone that they need to know how to do email marketing when they don't even have an email list? That's a tough sell. It's a very tough sell. I know. I've done it before, right? We published Inbox Equalizer a couple years ago, and Inbox Equalizer was a tough sell. It was an email marketing software, and it was great. It was amazing. But how do you sell an email marketing software to a bunch of people who don't have an email list, right? I can tell you how I did it. That's a story for another day. But the point is, there was an elephant in the room that had to be addressed on that sales page for sure. When you're playing the hits, it's just a little bit easier. Is all I'm saying. If you're chasing the bag, you got to play the hits, man. How do you know what the hits are? You gotta pay attention to your market, right? You got to put your ear to the grindstone and figure out what the major problems are people are having. Not the advanced people, the newbies. What problems are the newbies having in your market? Because that's where all the money is. It's with the newbies, right? Now, look, that's not quite true. That's where all the numbers are, right? You can sell the most to the newbies. There's more newbies than anybody else. You can make great money selling to people a couple levels up from the newbies, but you got to charge more. You can't sell $10 products to people that are more advanced than newbies because there's way less of them. Okay. If I wanted to sell a flagship email marketing course, then I don't need to target newbies. I need to target people that are a couple levels ahead of the newbies who I know. I need to target people who I know have email lists. I need to target people who I know have email lists. And I need to let them know that I can make them more money with their email lists, right? I can increase their yearly revenue by 10, 20, 30%, right? That's not a product that you sell for $10. That's a product you want to charge $200, $300, $400, $500 for, maybe even $1,000 for something like that. You're dealing with people who already work online. They already make money online. They already know what the deal is. You can avoid all the preliminary crap where you show people how to set up an autoresponder and stuff. You can just focus on the meat and potatoes stuff, right? But that's a different story for a different day. What I would say here now is when it comes to 14-day quick list building challenge, it checked off all the boxes for a Warrior Plus customer. The affiliates, they care about three things from a business standpoint. Okay. Can I make money from this? Can I sell it? And could this help me in the future? Right. And what do I mean by these things? Well, can I make money from this? That means, like, is this funnel set up in a way to where I can profit off of this product? Okay, so, like, what's the potential money return for me? What if someone goes through here and buys every single product? How much am I going to make? Right? Like, ideally, you'd like that number to be over 100, close, creeping up to $200 if you can. 14-day quick list building challenge was giving them 100% on the front end. It was only $5.99, but it was 100%. And then it had a bump, and then it had 6 products in the funnel. So that's 8 products, right? 50% through the whole funnel, right? And I think the most expensive product in this was like $197 or $97. I can't remember what I put on the back, but the point is there was potential for affiliates to make money, right? So that checked that box. The affiliates can make money. The next one, can I sell it? Okay, affiliates could sell this, man, because it was first of all, it was a list building product, so it was playing the hits. All right. Second of all, it had utilitarian purpose, right? It was practical. It was actually a PLR asset. So when they bought it, they got the content. It wasn't just something they could use, it was also something they could sell, right? So that's an easy thing to promote as an affiliate. It's practical and it's helpful, right? So you get it from both sides. You get it from both sides. It makes it very easy to promote. On the one hand, Cam's playing the hits, and on the other hand, he's giving them a PLR license for it. So this makes it very easy to promote, right? And then the third thing the affiliates are looking at is, could this help me in the future, right? So what do I mean by that? What I mean is, when they look at the product, they think, who is this person launching this product? If I promote for them, could I possibly call on them in a month or two when I launch my product? So when they see that it's me launching this product, they think, okay, let me see if I can get on Cam's leaderboard. And then in a month or so, when I'm launching my product, I'll see if I can get him to promote for me. Right. So they're looking for they're looking for, affiliate building relationships, right? They're looking for alliances, right? They know getting on my leaderboard gets my attention. So they're looking for alliance, they're looking for money, and they're looking for ease of sale. These are things affiliates care about. Now, when it comes to the alliance thing, the only way you can do that is just by publishing consistently and being around. And people know you're building a list, and people know you have influence because you keep on sticking around and you keep on launching, right? You can only get that with time and work. You got to put in the work, you got to launch consistently, and then you'll have people starting to view you like you can help them, right? And that will be a deciding factor for whether or not they want to promote you or not. But all you can do about that is be consistent and keep on publishing. With these other two things, you can control right off the bat. You can set your funnel up to where affiliates can make money off your product, right? And you can make your offer where it's easy for them to sell. They can see how they could sell it easily, right? So these are things you can control, right? So that's pros. I think another pro for this launch was a better affiliate approval system. Like in the past, I've been far too lenient on affiliates. I've let everybody in just about. I've let just about everybody in. I've approved just about everybody. And that worked for me for a long time until it didn't. And it stopped working for me about a month and a half ago. And then it left me in a bad spot, and I had to really crack down. So now it's a lot better. I completely shut down the Stripe payment processor for Warrior Plus. So nobody can buy from me through Stripe anymore. It's all run straight through PayPal. So that's what I'm doing now. It's a better, safer system. I do probably lose some revenue from that, but it's worth it because I don't lose nearly as much revenue as what I've lost in these scam fees. So, anyways, that's kind of the way I saw the launch for pros. Needs improved. Okay, I need a better list building mechanism. I talked to you guys about this earlier. Relying on Warrior Plus just to automatically put these people on my list when they buy, it's not good enough for me. The fact of the matter is, when they go to check out, there's a little box. They can uncheck that box and they won't be put on my newsletter. I do not like that. Okay. I don't like it because if they buy my product, I want them to be on my newsletter, right? I want to at least have a chance to win them over in my newsletter. I want at least to be able to send them one email, 1 to 2 emails. Give me one email to win you over, right? But when they can just uncheck that box at checkout, then I never even get to send them an email. They bought my product, they're not even on my list. I don't like that. So I think I need a better list building mechanism. I think I should put an opt-in in place. I did this in the past. I did it with Trench Gimmicks last year or 2020 or whenever that was. I want to bring that back. That was smart. I don't know why I stopped doing it. Also, with this launch, guys, I didn't reach out to 100 affiliates. I reached out to about 20. I reached out to about 20 affiliates. So all these affiliates that signed up to promote, it was strictly just based on offer. It was just they just liked the offer. They thought they could sell it, so that's what happened. Maybe they promote it because of me, but I put out plenty of products where nobody wanted to promote it. So I think it had a lot to do with the offer, guys. But I bet it probably would have did over 1,000 units if I actually would have reached out to 100 affiliates. I didn't. Be more active in the Warrior Plus community as far as supporting. I think the big reason why I didn't reach out to more affiliates because I just kind of felt bad because this last month I really dropped out and I didn't promote a lot of people. I didn't keep dibs on everybody and see what everybody was releasing and kind of like do some affiliate promotions for people. I really kind of dropped off the map this last month and you know, I want to try to do a better job with that. This month I'm going to launch again on June 28th, and I want to try between now and June 28th. I want to try to do at least 4 or 5 promotions for affiliates. So yeah, that's something I can improve on. So my goals for the next launch, guys, I want to support my affiliates in between launches. I want to launch on time. I want to play the hits. Okay, pass the victory, launch on time. All points in the funnel separate. My funnel is good. I got the funnel to a place, guys, where all I do is I replace the front end product and I replace OTO1 because I think OTO1 it needs to be highly congruent with that front end offer. Okay, so OTO1 really needs to be catered to the front end, but the rest of my funnel is the same it was the last launch, same as it was the launch before that, and that does pretty good. I like the funnel. It helps me streamline my launch process. I can launch faster because I don't have to make a bunch of products for the funnel every time, and it works. Include the bump. Yeah, of course. So when I put out the next product, 14-day quick list building challenge is going to be my bump for $9.99. And then, like I said, maintain relationships with affiliate network, and that's it. That's about it for my launch, guys. I hope this has been, helpful. I hope it made sense. Let me stop sharing my screen. Um, I've kind of talked about offers a little bit with you guys, and what makes a good offer. 14-day quick list building challenge was, definitely dependent on it being a good offer, right? That was the reason it got the affiliate support it got. In my opinion, it was just a very good offer. And I think that's what really got people's attention. So, how do you do that? How do you do that? Because that's something you can recreate. You might not have my name, but you can create a good offer, and a good offer will catch people's attention no matter what your name is. I put out a product. It was a mid-ticket product. It wasn't a cheap product. It was fairly expensive. A while back, it was called Sabre Launch System, and Sabre Launch System taught people how to create good, solid offers and release them regularly on Warrior Plus. And it did it through a series of things. But I want to show you something now from Sabre Launch System, and it's called check all the boxes. It's called the cab method. Check all boxes, cab method. All right, let me pull this up, and we'll talk about it. I'm going to share my screen with you real quick. Okay, so here we are inside the mind map for Sabre Launch System. And guys, look, Sabre Launch System was a 5-day workshop. So I'm not going to get into all that, except I will say the Sabre Launch System is at the back of my funnels. Okay, guys. So if you're interested in picking up the product version of Sabre Launch System, it's at the back of my funnels, and you can pick it up. I think it's like $97 now. The original Sabre Launch System was $497, and it came with a year of coaching. But you can pick this up for $97 without the year of coaching, just the actual product version of this thing. And it comes with all these videos. There's originally 5 videos, pretty long videos for each day. They're all about 2 hours. Some of them went longer for each day. But then what I did was I broke each video down, into whatever topic I was talking about. So it's all broken down and stuff. It's very, very cool. But this is Sabre Launch System, mind map that goes with it. And this was a part that I pulled out. So these are the 5 boxes that you need to check off with all the products you create, right? This is like in Sabre Launch System, this is what I taught. And we're talking about offers here, and we're talking about the kind of products you want to put out, right? And this was a checked all boxes product. Checked all boxes product. Here are the boxes, right? 1, your product needs to help the target market accomplish a goal or solve a problem. Okay? Does it help the target market accomplish a goal or solve a problem? 2, has a USP, right? And what do I mean by USP, right? When I say unique selling proposition, what am I talking about? I mean, it shows the customer something a little different that they probably haven't seen, right? Something a little different that they probably haven't seen. What did the 14-day quick list building challenge show customers that they haven't seen, right? It showed them a simple path to victory, and it gave them a PLR license on that path to victory, right? You're going to help me build a list in 14 days, and you're going to let me have this as a product to sell myself? That's an interesting USP, right? So we've combined a couple things to make something fairly unique, right? 3, shows potential affiliates something they probably haven't seen. Get this right, and the second one takes care of itself, right? Shows potential affiliates something they probably haven't seen. We're talking about creating a product that checks all 5 boxes, right? And the third box is show potential affiliates something they probably haven't seen. Now, if you get this right, the second one takes care of itself, right? Now, this is tough because affiliates have been around for a while. They've seen a lot. It's hard to surprise an affiliate, you know? But when I say surprise, when I say show potential affiliates something they probably haven't seen, sometimes it's like something maybe they haven't seen lately. Sometimes it's just something they feel like they can make money on, right? But when I say something they haven't seen, you want to present something that just doesn't feel so vanilla. It just doesn't feel so basic because affiliates look right over basic. They look right over it, man. They're looking for the thing that goes, "Ooh, that's interesting. I never thought about it like that before." I had an affiliate, I had a customer of mine who actually forwarded an affiliate's email to me. One of my affiliates who was promoting my product, this customer is on their list as well, and they forwarded their email to me. And in that email, that affiliate was talking about like step 11 in the 14-day quick list building challenge. And they were saying, "Man, I've been doing email marketing for 15 years and 11 surprised me. 11 kind of like had me dropping my jaw and thinking about what I might want to do." That's what I'm talking about, right? Something different, something that you haven't seen out there before. Can you incorporate something into the product that's a little bit different? It doesn't mean you have to rediscover, the wheel. It doesn't mean you have to invent something brand new, but can you like kind of like combine things in a way that feel a little bit fresh and different, right? Show the affiliates a new take, right? Because if you can do that, the affiliates will take care of the customers, right? You have to show them why your thing is special, right? And that's a box that a lot of people overlook when they're putting products together. They think about the customers, but they don't think about the affiliates. Those affiliates, they can reach so many more customers than you can. You guys saw it. I had 110 sales on that product launch. My affiliates had almost 500 sales. That's 5 times as many sales. For every good affiliate you can bring on, you're going to reach a bunch more customers, right? So it's important to think about the affiliate when it comes to your offer. So show potential affiliates something they probably haven't seen. Get this right, and the second one takes care of itself. And the second one is box number 2 has a USP. Box 4, gets results for customers. This is similar to box 1 and yet different. Does this thing actually work, right? Box 1 is helps the target market accomplish a goal or solve a problem. Box 4 is, does someone get, like, if someone does what you teach them, will they get results, right? The product needs to work. Have you or has someone else you know gotten results with this product? It's important to add some kind of, you know, proof in there, some kind of results in there. I'm talking about inside the product, okay? I'm not talking about on the sales page. I'm talking about inside the product. It's important to add some kind of results or proof in there when you're doing an information. This Sabre launch system was talking about info products. It wasn't talking about PLR. But when you're doing info products, it's important to have some kind of proof in there. Why? Why proof? You need people to be assured that what you're talking about is real, it's possible, and they can do it, right? They need to be assured. It's about hope and it's about assurance and it's about confidence, about belief, right? Um, Anything that chips away at their belief and their ability to get something done is not good, right? So when you provide proof that you've done this, and when you show them, hey, you're no different than me. What's so different about you than me? I'm just a normal guy. I'm not a rocket scientist. When you can put yourself in that position, then they're going to feel like they can do it as well. And that's the goal, is for them to get results. So that's box 4. Whatever you're putting out there, the product needs to be able to get results for customers, preferably quicker rather than slower. Um, and if it's a kind of a product that gets slower results, it's going to take like 30, 60, 190 a year to actually get results. Then what you want to do is you want to come up with small victories along the way. What can prove that they're moving the project forward after a week? What kind of results could they have in a week? You know, what kind of results could they have in 24 hours? What could be like a benchmark that really kind of shows them what could be a win for them, that they're moving the project forward? That might not be the ultimate goal. If I put out a product and the ultimate goal is to, be like, to, let's just be real, like, tangible here. The ultimate goal is to build like a 10,000 person email list. That's the goal of the product. Well, you're not going to build a 10,000 person email list in 24 hours. But could I help you get that first name on your email list within 24 hours? That's what I'm talking about. Small wins along the way. If you have a product that takes a little bit more time to get the results for the customers, you want to find the small wins along the way, um, to kind of like propel them forward. You know what I mean? And you want those small wins to be talked about in the product. Okay. And then box 5, it extends an invitation to continue the conversation, right? And the conversation is always continued in the email inbox. So what that means is, in the product, you're always kind of inviting them to join your email list, right? And in my case, I always filter people back around to my website, back around to my other products, back around to my YouTube channel, back around to my podcast. I'm filtering them back into my ecosystem, back into my world of marketing, right? I want to extend the invitation to continue the conversation. I don't want this product that they bought from me to be the last thing. I want them to get more from me, consume more of my content, get on my wavelength, right? Because that way, I will extend the life of my customer. Okay. So those are the 5 boxes that you want to check off. All right. And this is very, very smart to follow this when you're trying to publish regularly on a platform like Warrior Plus. Right, so let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen for a minute. Um, I wanted to update you guys real quick about my Medium case study. I'm doing like a Medium case study this month, and I'll tell you guys where I'm at. I'll tell you guys where I'm at with it. Let me just pull it up for you. I'll tell you guys my thoughts on it too so far. Because here I am on Medium. Now I'm still not like an expert of this platform, guys, so bear with me. Sometimes that if it looks like I'm a little bit like unsure about where I'm going, that's because I am. So, uh, so stats, right? So we see 219 views in the last 30 days, 93 reads last 30 days, 26 fans the last 30 days. Okay, so here's one thing I want you to notice. Okay, so we see um we have stats, no stats, right? These last two that I put out, woke culture and irresistible content, this got no views, no reads. Now that's a lot different than before, right? About mass shootings. This happened right after the that mass shooting happened. Okay, got 0 views, 0 reads. Now I'm going to tell you guys something. These articles are critical of woke culture, and this mass shooting one is critical of people who write a bunch of content about mass shootings 24 hours after the shooting. Let me show you what this says. About mass shootings, post thoughts in the wake of New York, California, and Texas. News flash, writing articles and stories about mass shootings as the subject becomes topically relevant just seems a little cheap and exploitative to me. If it was your kid who just got shot, I guarantee you wouldn't be jumping on Medium to bust out an article within 24 hours. The whole thing just feels a little like a nightmare scape to me. People are too disconnected and too caught up in their own little machines of industry to truly give a damn. Virtue signaling bastards, right? That is what I wrote. It got 0 views and 0 reads. So what I'm telling, and this last one again, I was critical of the politically correct culture. So like what I'm telling you guys is I believe now I'm on Medium here and I'm learning about Medium. What I'm learning is that Medium, they have an algorithm, and the algorithm definitely buries articles that it doesn't think it wants to promote. Um, whether that's politically charged articles or things that it thinks will upset people, whatever. There is definitely something happening with, Medium's curation. Like they will. What I'm telling you is this has a Medium is very much like a small version of YouTube. I can tell you right now. And what I think is, that I believe that if you put something out that it's a little critical, like it'll get buried, right? And I believe this. So I think that's discouraging in a way. But at the same time, knowing is power. Knowledge is power, and if you know that, then you decide how you want to handle it. Do you want to like keep it PC, or do you want to just go for it, right? But I do think that they will censor you. I think that, and I don't think they'll censor you as much as they'll bury you. They'll bury your content. They won't show it to anybody basically. If they don't like what you have to say, they won't show it to anybody. So I do think that's happening on Medium. I just want you to know that. But as far as like my stats on Medium go, in the last 30 days, let's see. We look at audience stats. We see we got 37 new followers in May, and 0 followers in June. So I need to get busy. I need to publish a couple more articles. But the other thing I can tell you about Medium that I figured out, guys, is that like, breaking your neck trying to publish article after article after article is unnecessary and ridiculous. Medium will reward you, and Medium will reward you, and the other people on Medium will reward you if you spend equal parts of your time publishing articles as well as commenting on other people's articles. I'm telling you right now, man, you can just publish 1 or 2 articles a week and spend like an hour a day. Just spend like an hour a day commenting on other people's articles on Medium, and following them, having like a group of people that you follow and support in your niche. That'll go a long way to building your followership on this platform and getting your articles read. All right. And if you want to know like monetarily what I'm looking at with Medium so far, I've only been doing this for a couple weeks. But if we look at partner program earnings, we'll see that, well, this is for June. So clearly I've been buried on my last 2 articles, so that's not gonna, but we see with May, it was like $1.23, okay? So not a lot, but still, there's potential there. But I can tell you guys, let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. But I can tell you guys right now, man, the people who are making money on Medium, it's not just all about publishing, like, bunches and bunches of articles every day. It's also about playing the game, going around and talking to other people. If you want a friend, be a friend. Get on people's radar. I saw people get over 100 followers on Medium without ever publishing an article. Right, this last month has been eye opening when it comes to Medium. So it's pretty interesting. It's a really interesting place. I mean, it's discouraging to see how they're censoring it like they are, but what can you do? The funny thing is that one article about woke culture and irresistible content, that was email one. That was email one of my last promotional campaign. That email sold 24 copies of my product, and I adjusted it for an article on Medium, and nobody read it. Nobody even saw it because Medium buried it, right? Because they're not interested in my opinions about woke culture. So it's interesting how that works. But I'll tell you what, Medium's an interesting place. I like Medium, but I don't like Medium as a way to make money right now. I think it's a good way to. I like Medium for its audience building potential, but I think the real money on Medium right now, and I'm not done with my case study, but if you want to know my thoughts on it right now, I think Medium, the real money is in building an audience around you on Medium and sending them somewhere else to buy something. Sending them somewhere else to buy something. That's the really that's where I think the money's at on Medium personally. I think Medium is a beautiful place because of the fact that most of the people on Medium are buyers. They're buyers. Most of them are paying $5 a month to be on that platform. You can only read 3 articles for free, then you can't read anything else. So most of the people on there, and we're talking about 200 million visitors a month, most of the people on there are buyers, right? So I think you can't ignore that. It's very interesting. It's an interesting ecosystem on Medium. The other thing I tell you about is my podcast. So my podcast is chugging along. I'll tell you. Let me see if I pull my Patreon up. So my podcast is chugging along, guys. It's kind of, I would say it's on half speed this year. I'm only publishing like 2 articles a week or 2 podcasts a week. I'm doing 1 public podcast, 1 private podcast, exclusive just for Medium people. Not Medium. Oh my god, it's an exclusive just for my Patreons. To join that program, it's $3 a month. And I've got 2 members now. I've got 2 Patreons now, so that's pretty cool. Um, the reason it's cool is because I don't even promote it. I don't promote my podcast. The podcast basically promotes itself. I don't do anything to promote it. So I think it's very very interesting that it's got 2 Patreons now. I'm glad it's growing. I'm glad it's growing. It's growing at a very very slow pace, but it's growing nonetheless. And I'm gonna continue to publish podcast episodes twice a week, and the reason why, guys, is because I love doing it. I like doing the podcast. It doesn't make me a lot of money, but I enjoy doing it. So I wouldn't say it's quite a passion project, but it's definitely something I just enjoy to do. But uh, but yeah, it's plugging away. I can't get my stats to pull up for some reason. I don't know what's doing, but well, I wanted to show you guys, but it's not pulling up for some reason. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. I don't got mind blowing numbers over there anyway. Basically, I got a couple of Patreons. My podcasts are just kind of chugging along. What I need to do if I want to grow that, if I have a really hard interest in growing it, what I need to do is I need to have some more high profile guests on my podcast to grow it. And the way I do it right now is I do 2 episodes a week, right? 1 public, 1 exclusive. So what I would do is I'd get like 1 high profile person a week to come on and I just do like a 20 to 30-minute interview, and I'd break that interview into two parts. And that interview, like the part of it would be public, and I could promote that, and they could promote that to their people too. And then the other part would be private, right? The other part would be exclusive to Patreon, so that would help build the Patreon. Just some more high profile guests. And then the other thing I could do to promote it is basically get on other people's podcasts and promote it that way. These are the really true good ways to grow your podcast if you want to do it organically without spending a bunch of money on ads, which is the what I suggest you should grow a podcast that way. I don't think you should spend a bunch of money on ads. It doesn't make sense. Um, but for me personally, it's just not my main focal point. That's not how I make my money. I mean, I run a digital publishing company, so it's hard for me to spend a bunch of extra time on, you know, inviting all these guests on and also trying to get on other people's podcasts. Like I got an accountant right now who's emailing me wanting to come on my show. He's an e-commerce accountant wanting to come on the podcast. And it's like, I don't feel like doing it. I mean, I don't have an accountant. I do my own accounting. So like why do I want to have an accountant on so he can sell his business to people? I don't even have an accountant. I don't even believe in that. It's not that I don't believe in it. It's just I don't know. I don't really do it personally. I don't have an accountant personally, so I took accounting and business in college, so I don't know. The point that I'm trying to make is that I have a lot of opportunities to invite people on, but it just doesn't feel like a good fit. You don't get a lot of high profile people wanting to come on your podcast. You get a lot of up and coming people who are trying to make a name for themselves wanting to come on your podcast. Um, the kind of guests that you want to have on your podcast to grow your show, to build your podcast, it's more like, people who have a little bit of an audience themselves. That would be smart to me. And those people, they don't have to reach out to me to come on my show. I should be reaching out to them. But like I said, it's not my main focus right now. I do see myself doing that in the future though. I see myself doing that in the future. Maybe even this year. I don't know. We'll see. This year I'm really focused on these PLR newsletters. So but yeah, what else? What else did I want to tell you guys about? I think that's it, man. I think that's all I got. So I had some questions this month that people asked me. I didn't really get to them. So we'll have to put some of those questions off to our next coaching call. Um, I think that's it, man. We've been going for about an hour and a half. So let me wrap this up. I don't got anybody here live right now, and nobody's asking me questions live. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'm pretty beat today. So, anyways, I hope you guys are doing amazing. You catch us on replay. Hope you're doing fantastic. If you have a question for me, do not hesitate to reach out to me by email. If you have questions that you want me to bring up on this live call, reach out to me by email. I'll put them on my list for next month. No sweat. And yeah, I think that's it, man. Good luck in all your ventures out there. Always a pleasure. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody.